Welcome to the Ontario General Accessibility Requirements Program. In this program, you will learn about the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, AODA, the Integrated Accessibility Standards Regulations, IASR, General Requirements, and how all of this relates to the Ontario Human Rights Code, the Code. It sounds complicated, but it really is not. This short video program will explain everything to you. The program is divided into 4 sections. Introduction, Disability and Accessibility, Accessibility in the Workplace, Wrap-Up. The Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, AODA, is a law in Ontario. Its goal is to make Ontario more accessible for people with disabilities by 2025. The AODA requires organizations to comply with standards that remove and prevent barriers for those with disabilities. Ontario is now enforcing these accessibility standards. The first regulation under the AODA was the Customer Service Standard. The next 3 standards are part of the IASR: Information and Communication, Employment, and Transportation. There are general requirements for all, as well as specific requirements for each. Organizations must provide training to their employees and keep records of this training on general requirements via this course, as well as additional training specific to the duties of employees. Course Objectives. When you have completed this course, you will be able to describe how Integrated Accessibility Standards Regulations applies to the Human Rights Code, outline the general IASR requirements, discuss why the IASR standards and the code are so important, and how accessibility benefits everyone. Describe what accessibility looks like. Comply with disability requirements as defined in the code. Understand how the duty to accommodate is everyone's responsibility. Organizations are required to have accessibility policies for the IASR requirements specific to their workplace. The policies can be designed in a way that meets each organization's business practices. Once developed, they must be reviewed and updated regularly. Accessibility plans are then developed to outline how the organization will prevent and remove barriers, outlining the short and long-term requirements that need to be met. These policies and accessibility plans must be available to all employees and to the public. The AODA requires that all employees complete IASR training based on their workplace duties. In addition, the AODA requires training on the parts of the code relating to disability. The code and the AODA work together. The code protects every person's right to equal opportunity and freedom from discrimination and establishes a legal duty to accommodate people with disabilities. The code states that people with disabilities have a right to equal treatment without discrimination in services, goods, and facilities, accommodation, contracts, employment, and membership in vocational associations. What this means is this: all organizations must comply with the code pertaining to disability and also comply with the IASR accessibility requirements. To put it simply, organizations must accommodate and make their workplaces accessible to those who have a disability.